of chairs, a bunch of people standing up and screaming before the match has even started. I want to be where that is. There's so much hype in that land that
Hype event.
Hype event.
Hype
I bet Mutikins is there.
Oh yeah, Mutikins is definitely there.
Knife resides it long, it looks like. Clay, it's been a good one this morning. We have a lot of people joining us. I have put some long thought into this one, and I know you said that you want iBuyPower. You think iBuyPower is going to walk away with this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to side with CompLexity on this one. I'm not doing that just to be contrarian with you. I do believe, like the...
Hasn't CompLexity been traveling
for
DreamHack?
Not DreamHack, ESWC. They'll be traveling for DreamHack later in this month.
Yeah, ESWC though, they've been traveling. So.
You think that'll affect them?
That's what you just said in like one of our first games.
I said it's possible. I wonder. I said I wonder. You know, Go Berserk is getting off to fast starts, and they're letting up a lot when they get to the second half. Keep an eye on that trend, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
We're going to get a side switch here. The Go Berserk squad will be starting
CT side.
CT side. Let's get a restart. And we'll get underway in just a little bit. Thank you all for joining us. This is, of course, the CompLexity 10th Anniversary Tournament. You are watching CEVO TV. I'm Cotton. My partner is Klops. You're watching Go Berserk take on Vandal and the Decanters in Game 3 of this best of 3. Our restarts are coming in just a second. Clay, here's a prediction that's more immediate and has more ramifications for the here and now. What do you think of this Game 3? What is your outcome?
That's going to be tough. By the way, we lied. It looks like Go Berserk is on T side. I think I'm going to give this one to Go Berserk, but I think it's going to be a close one. I'm going to go 16-13.
16-13 for Go Berserk.
Yep.
Is this the kind of squad that can make a splash, or is this perhaps a one and done? I see a number of great plays here, and I see a number of critical mistakes that I don't think they'll get away with against a team like a U5, like a Dynamo, like a whoever, people.
Yeah, maybe it's just, you know, a warm-up match for these guys, and, you know, whoever goes on here, maybe they'll tighten it up and keep, you know, cut the mistakes out. But, yeah, like you said, I think the better teams are going to probably take advantage of the mistakes that they made previously.
Here we go.
And we'll punish them for it.
It is live, and it is a catwalk pain train. Love to see this when Foss gets gushed without ever seeing a terrorist there. He's a little bit sad, but he at least gathers the information, tells his teammate that everyone's coming up over the top. Wayman is thinking, why me? Why am I alone here? He's flashing, trying to strafe out, thinking that maybe someone else is flashed. While he was flashed, he random Dr. Stu, who never even, he lolls in chat thinking that there is no way I should have gotten a kill there. He delivers a kill and defends well enough, but nothing else for the counter-terrorist is going right. Wexican left with 6 health will not survive if anyone just sneezes on him. No nades to be thrown at him, but it's alright. I think somebody will land a single shot on him. A single jumping burst shot will do the job. Saber knows that, and he delivers. 1-0 for the T's. It is a T-sided map, but that was... Well, Clay... Pain Train, that was actually very, very effective.
Catwalk block ball of death, and it worked out. They just overwhelmed the site, and there weren't the defensive nades there to stop them from getting up there. And look at this, Extrata picking up a scout. So, I mean, the return on money for kills on that is pretty high, but don't know if I agree with that one. And yes, Curse Mark in chat, he's saying, did I really win the fan? Yeah, you did. I sent you a message, so just respond to that, and you should be good to go. Other than that, round 2. Terrorists got the first one, so they should have this one in the bag as well, just based on gunpowder alone. 3 members working up cat, 2 going to be working long. Extrata gets a nice pick there. Nice headshot, scout kill, but he doesn't check the corner behind him. 2 of them. They just walk right by that CT, but Wayman can't get the kill. Trying so hard, just couldn't hit those shots. And Vitas coming up on the cat. Saber jumps down. Oh, wow, nice shot by MSQ. And Wexican, the last member alive, for the CTs here. He gets scouted to the face. That's going to be a lot of money picked up for Extrata.
Now the returns, look at the cash for the terrorists here. They're all sporting weapons that have great returns on their kills, and it will show at the beginning of this round. 52, 58, MSQ bought already something, or never mind, she bought a number of nades. It was also at 52. That's a lot of money to have on a second round.
Yeah, it definitely is a lot of money. They don't go ahead and get the upgrade going. I think they believe that the CTs aren't going to try to do a sneaky buy here, so they're just going to stick with what they have and keep the money train flowing. Saber
pushes through, finds 2 at the top of the stairs. They try to bring him down. They put the shots behind him to his teammate who is behind. That's MSQ, who took a lot of the damage. Wayman, who's sitting on the platform, will be playing the crease in between the 2 boxes, hoping to get a 1-tap, but pretty much unlikely if Saber straddles the... Ooh, nice! Extrata is the one who is the recipient of
Saber
that USP
doing some
bullet.
jumping shooting right there.
Yeah, Saber taking a page right out of McNutty, or excuse me, Daph's book from Dynamo doing the Call of Duty jump shooting. Mufasa and Mexican left on this last eco round, thinking, just get rid of our guns here, just maybe pick one up, but it's not going to help us because on the past the eco rounds, you're not going to be really using any of the weapons that the terrorists are using right now. So their exit kills will deliver them some weapons, but most importantly, it'll just force the T's to rebuy.
Yeah, exactly. The main factor right there is the rebuy. You want to make sure the terrorists have as little money as possible after winning these 3 rounds. But I don't... Why did they charge the site when the bomb was about to go off? I don't understand that.
Well, they have nothing to lose. I think they're trying to tail people who are running away.
Huh. Okay.
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. I'm just saying I think I would have, maybe gone back out to Cat and headed toward Long. Or maybe go to Double Doors CT spawn. But yeah, either way. Okay. So we are on the gun round here for both teams, and Mufasa is going to be picking up the op. I wonder if he's going to go for the counter pick in mid. I'm going to be on his perspective. He doesn't go for the mid pick, but he's going to be watching that catwalk. And we saw him with the op on the first map doing quite well. MSQ should be wielding an op for the terrorist. Actually, it's going to be Extrata this time. And Meep actually held on to his SMG and didn't buy any nades, so I don't know what the deal with that is. Yeah, plenty of money on him.
Maybe it was a AFK at beginning of the round missed buy time?
That's exactly what it looks like, because he's in spawn, and he finally just moved. So there you go. Dr. Stu and Saber in the lower B tunnels trying to look for that pusher on Cat. What was that? Extrata?
Mufasa saw maybe a pixel, an elbow.
Yeah. Extrata couldn't see anything of Mufasa. So that was, I mean, wow. A little strange.
Remember, on GoTV, we receive less packets and less information. Maybe Mufasa did a very, very quick peek.
True. Mufasa getting 2 more, so he's got 3 on the round so far. Doing a great job with that op. Bomb is down. Through the smoke. Wow. Okay, Mufasa gets a nice smoke shot right there, and I mean, was on fire there around picking up 4 kills. I mean, great defense there by the counter-terrorists, all thanks to Mufasa for the most part. I don't really know if there's much more to say about that.
Early MVP candidate. We'll keep an eye on him. 1-3. Terrorists lead after their eco rounds, but a successful gun round has turned the tide back in the favor of the CTs as they begin to build up some money here. Still a gun round for the Ts, however. They have AKs and partial nades. Flash over for Long for Meep to challenge the people holding the corner. This engagement started by Meep as he turns the corner. Has one on his right. Teamed up and brought down. MSQ and Meep great on the entries here. Wayman will throw a nade downrange and bring down MSQ. Good exchange here. Another one. If the Wayman can land it, he cannot. He delivers 1 to defend the site. 2 left for the CTs. By the way, they're going to try to retake with double ops play. Very difficult.
Mufasa has the chance to get some cross picks here, but like you said, the bomb went up Cat, so they don't need to worry about that. The guy along could just hang back and wait for the CTs to come.
Now, smart plays here. They've really spread out. They've sent 1 to the pit, 1 at the ramp, 1 playing on the platform itself. It'll make this exceptionally hard for 2 operas to challenge the site, and I doubt that they really will. The bomb timer is becoming a slightly too advanced for them to really want this. Oh, beautiful 2-tap. Dr. Stu lands 1. Extrata goes down. Mexican just obliterated Dr. Stu. His head popped up from the top of the ramp, hit a spot there. That's been one of the constants since 1.6 or before. That's a well-practiced shot, Clay, but I think Mexican played it smart. He realizes he couldn't get there, and he'd still have to fight the baiter, who is most likely at long, which is why he went to lower B looking at Palm.
Yep, smart play by him. Good game sense. So that round does go to the terrorists, and the CTs gonna be able to buy, but the money won't be looking good. If they lose this round, they are gonna be forced to save once again. So, does Mufasa have an op? Yes, he does. It's going to be a double op look for the CTs. Wexican going to be in B with the op, and Mufasa playing mid. And with the way Mufasa's been playing with that op, I like that. We see the push here from Wayman, actually. He doesn't get seen by any of the terrorists. There's one over at that... Oh my goodness, he does finally get seen, but look at that. It drew the terrorists out in mid, and Mufasa was able to get that pick. I don't think that was intentional, but either way, good backup by Mufasa nonetheless. And now he's trying to spray through this door. Does get a shot onto Dr. Stu. Going to take him down to 20% health. And if he just plays it passively, he could come up with some kills here on Cat. Saber getting good entry over at long. And now he just has to connect it to the guy playing on the platform. Does. Platty goes down. And they just need the smokes on the cross, and they should be good to go to take this site. Cross smokes look a little... Oh, there we go. Okay,
yeah, I think they realized.
Up right there. Yeah, it's like, oh, we got a hole here. We need to close this up. They do. They're going to get on the site. They're going to get the bomb planted, and the retake is happening. MSQ needs to turn around. Wayman on the Cat quickly gets that kill. MSQ wasn't looking for it. And now, the number 6 man, he needs to just hang back. Saber, just hang back, play it from long. Make sure no one flanks you from there. The retake happening from
gonna die to this.
Oh no!
Keep an eye on your health, friend. That is a critical mistake you just made.
Just happened? Defense of A site gone completely wrong right there. I mean, Saber really had no reason to be away from long. There's 2 on the platform, maybe because they were low on health. That's why I was playing up a little close, but I don't know.
Either way, critical mistakes. 2-4. Go Berserk leads by 2. What's an even split for you, Clay, in this? 9-6, 8-7?
I would say 9-6, yeah. Let the terrorists, if you let the terrorists get 9, I'd say that you want that to be the max, obviously. Because it is a T-sided map, as most people would agree.
Take a look at your overhead map. 4 into bomb site B tunnels. They will not advance. They are simply holding here, waiting for a push. It's an eco round for them, with me holding on to an AK here. Probably a lopsided buy, actually, not a holdover from the last round. A 3-1-1 look for the CTs, with 1 playing the swing position. That's Platty playing from the elevator position. Mufasa holding on to mid here, actually looking down mid, which is something that we don't see as common these days, because players at the invite level will back off and play more passive, hoping not to get counter-picked from mid. 2 holding, they're going to get pinched. 1's coming out of the tunnel right now. Mufasa's going to get shot in the back. There's a lot of people pouring in. That hold was very, very tenuous at best because of the... Oh, Platty just landed a piercing headshot onto Dr. Stu, who has been victimized by that twice this game already. He's got a second one, and this retake looking textbook already. The first entry into the site, Clay, was beautiful. They pinched the they pinched the CTs, took the site with only 1 casualty and a lot of health left. But they failed to counter flash, they failed to seal up the choke points, and they stayed all in one centralized location right around the bomb site.
Yeah, and they weren't too careful when they smoked off the double door. Like we saw Platty, he kind of did a retake almost by himself right there. The 2 other CTs were rotating, and Platty was like, you know, I could probably get a kill right here over at the double doors, because they threw a smoke down, but they weren't really watching it too much, and he kind of just got in there, got a quick kill, and then the low health man, Extrata, playing at the window with the op. I don't really like that. If you have that much low health, you don't want to play such a aggressive position. But so some mistakes made by Go Berserk right there, but look at this. If Saber has the chance to pick up Wayman, I'm pretty sure he saw him, so he knows he's playing up close on the Cat. And let's see what's going to go on. Looking at the map, though, we see 4 members of the terrorists are pushed out at long. They do have control of that long area, and if they get the smokes down, they should be able to cross. B-Dis, nice shot there on Extrata. Good connection from long to platform. But we see Dr. Stu is pushed up, and Vitas knows it. He's looking towards that left side of the smoke, waiting for the terrorists to come running through. And here it is, Dr. Stu trying to do something here. Putting shots down on 2 different people, not really connecting anything, actually. And Wexican gets the kill onto the Lurker, and this is just falling apart for Go Berserk. 2 members left alive, both over at the long pit, 1 with an op, so I mean, MSQ should be able to get some kills here if they keep peeking like they are. Maybe connects, and they need to watch out for the flank here. as it is
Questions
incoming.
from the audience. When is Reliable playing? Well, that's a good question. That's a team that everyone wants to see.
That
Reliable
should be
has
tomorrow,
advanced
right?
to day 2. They're already into the group elimination stages. They will be playing tomorrow. Tune in. Again, we'll give you that information through whatever medium you like to receive it from, at our Twitter, at SIVO, or through Reddit from a post from myself, Cotton, or the SIVO News account.
There's also the CompLexity tournament website that's up that I'm sure someone will link eventually.
Yes, well, one of our mods can do it if they're not being lazy. 4-4, it's all tied up, and Clay, this has been the story. These teams are a perfect marriage for each other. It's very, very even.
Yeah, it is. It's really just going back and forth here, and I feel like, you know, each team is just making their fair share of mistakes, which is causing the win to go in the other favor on these rounds. So, looking at the map, let's see what they're going to do. Looks 3 people heading towards B, and 2 sitting in spawn.
3, Extrata, Saber, and Dr. Stu, joined by Meep Meep, who will be holding B tunnels. They are using this as a mid-control mechanism. Strange that they haven't sent 2 down to mid and 1 to lower B that we see commonly in the metagame these days. The 3-1-1 for the CTs is modified this round to a 2-1-2, an aggressive push from Plady. Vandal also pushed to long, and 2 holding mid. That's Wayman and Mufasa, who have aggressively pushed and landed 2 kills already between the 2 of them. The Zeke round not going the way that they had really drawn it up. That ended in a mere matter of seconds. So you smell blood, Clay, you really jump in the water and make sure that they die, and they die fast.
Exactly. No nades were bought by the terrorists, I don't believe, so they didn't have any flashes or smokes to throw over in mid to get a little bit of advantage. I think there's maybe a CT smoke, but that's about it. I didn't really see any flashes, so of course no flashes, which means your entry with pistols is gonna not go well when you have an opper and someone with an AK playing up close. And yeah, we're seeing the CTs are actually playing pretty much 2 in B and 1 mid, and then 2 over at A for the most part. So, quick rush to B. Wexican picks up a kill. Extrata exchanges 1. Wexican could have gotten another one. That's 2 times he missed a shot that should have hit, and that could be very bad for his team, as they are trying to keep the hold going as the retake is happening. Only 2 members left alive in the site, and they haven't even got the bomb down yet. There's a kill by Dr. Stu. Saber trying to do more work too. He drives the CTs go, we're in the site, and then they're like, wait a minute, it doesn't look good, let's actually walk back out.
wait. This is messed up.
Let's do that again. Retake. Mufasa with the op trying to get this kill here. Bomb finally does get planted, and now the terrorists have a good defensive hold on this site. Coming through the door with his pistol, does get the flash kill.
God.
He could go for this.
He sees
my
him.
goodness. Oh my goodness, what is he going to do? Getting the flash going. Good play by Dr. Stu, moving to the platform. Picks up the kill. That's going to tie it once again. 5-5 is the score.
I'd like to point out that Dr. Stu actually cleaned up that round while crouch walking and AK spraying. That's how you do it in style. 5-5. Valiant play there from Mufasa.
Vitas just changed his name to just Vitas. He took the Vandal
So he does
out.
say Vandal off.
Yeah.
Guys, they've been casting our match and they keep saying our name wrong. Let's change our names so that they get it right. It is another 4-1 split, but this time leaning toward A. 3-1 is the same call for the CTs. They'll be holding like this, and they should, because they've been met with plenty of success here. Dr. Stu and Meep Meep will be facing off against Vitas, who is out at long and gets sprayed down. Combo up. An assist there for Dr. Stu, but Meep Meep cleans the kill up. Plady, by the way, go to him right now. Clay, number 4 on the other side of the smoke. If this dissipates, this gets really ugly, real fast. Here comes the engagement. 1 kill, no. MSQ will clean that up. 2 entries looking very, very good. Finally, the first trade, Mufasa gets him, but he also goes down. This round will be a T round, surely, unless Wexican can pull out something other than this defeat. Something that I'd have to say would just be pure magic at this point. He'd need to get a quad right now to win this one. He will not. And if you take a look at the context, Clay, Wexican is sitting at 33. He's going to probably save this one because his team has to save, with the exception of Wayman, who may be able to micro buy. I don't think he would. Oh, Wexican. Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, like you said, Wayman could mind. Well, I mean, Mufasa is the only one who's down in cash, and Wayman certainly has enough money to buy him, so I think they will probably go with the buy here.
We'll see if you're right. Let's wait for it.
They're
thinking about it. Wayman's like, can I afford
the money,
this?
it adds up.
All right.
Yeah, he was just checking. Can I buy an op and and an M4 for myself? Huh. Okay, so Wayman actually didn't pass off the op to Mufasa. Mufasa, it looks like they're just following him around, maybe? Gonna pick up the gun if he dies? No. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, that I think was a mistake, because just because you have, I mean, if you guys could all afford to buy, and one person has more money to buy the other guy, why wouldn't you just do a full team buy?
There's also the thing about being the specialist, right? If you're the team opper, sometimes there is some obligation for you to be yourself.
Mufasa has been the opera, though.
That's true. That's true.
So it looks like we try to see a head stack here from Vetus and Meep Meep on the cat. No, I'm sorry, Platty. But no, Vetus does get a kill there, so they do have the chance to get a gun. Mufasa running for his life right there. MSQ just shooting back and forth, doing 180s, but Mufasa did actually pick himself up an op, get a kill, and now it's a 2v2. Bomb is actually down on cat. CT should know about it, but terrorists have control of that. They should be picking it up now, and it looks like...
Take a look at your minimap, Clay. Mufasa had already been in T-spawn running back toward B tunnels.
Yep. He actually ran through B tunnels and to CT spawn to hide, or T spawn to hide. But Wayman with a nice kill there, defensive kill on the A site, and now he just needs to back up. I think he saw that the bomb dropped, so if he just goes over towards that long position, he should be in a good spot to get the kill as the terrorist goes over towards the platform. But there's always the opportunity that Saber gets the bomb and then heads CT spawn to B.
Oh my god! Saber's out on a one-on-one, needs to plant the bomb, and Mufasa's right behind him. This pizza nade will do a ton of damage if it lands right next to him. It misses just barely. It's down to 82 health. It's a one-on-one, Clay, and a nice aggressive peek from Mufasa is mostly wasted when he thought his opponent was flashed. Another nade picked up by him. It's a one-on-one. It's a P250 versus an AK. Here comes the attempt. Mufasa's getting sprayed down. Saber is going to pull off the one-on-two clutch if he can just wrap this up. There it is.
There we go. 6-5, back and forth, back and forth. Is it going to be 7-5? Let's see.
That'd be too exciting.
7-5, yep. Well, it's still back and forth, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like that round probably could have gone differently if they actually bought Vetus and Mufasa a gun. I mean, Mufasa got a quick op.
I can tell that you're frustrated by that money mismanagement.
I am very frustrated by it. And now they're just doing a full save, so like, what changed?
Let it go. 7-5. T's lead by 2. Here's a long entrance and a partially stacked long. 3-2 split. It is a long stack and a mid stack here. Mid control for the T's looks fairly good. They've dropped the bomb to make sure that they don't give any critical errors, or make any critical errors, excuse me. The number 5 man waiting on the other side of the smoke, trying to get a 1D here. Mufasa turns away from the flash. It's suddenly apparent that they're moving up cat. Mufasa calls for the rotate, and people are now aligning themselves to defend the catwalk here. Here comes the initial entry. Dr. Stu coming up over the top will engage Wexican, who's right below him. One at the top of the ramp. That's Vetus, who gets, wow, he gets capped right over the top. Skimmed his beret, and it did enough to register as a headshot there.
Beret.
That looks like all he could have seen. Vetus absorbs that one, and of course, as Vetus absorbs it, it is a headshot. Wayman and Mufasa and Plenty left. They've got pistols. Oh my god, how did Mufasa do?
No!
What?
One dig!
The walking one dig. How did Mufasa know to be there? I'm not gonna question that one. MSQ cleans up that one as a counter lurk, waiting at the edge of the catwalk, waiting for someone to come back toward catwalk. Wayman and Mufasa now waiting for exits. Wayman's got one right above him, gets a jumping meep meep. This is a little sloppy here. This is going to force you into a rebuy situation that you don't want to be in if you're a T for Wayman. There you go. That's a very good end of round contribution, considering you've already accepted the fact you lost the round. You're forcing 3 to rebuy. You're in a good spot.
Yeah, strange that the terrorists went hunting when they had the bomb down, and really there was no reason to do that except for maybe lose a gun, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, I know Mufasa picked up an op, but they should have known that the Wayman didn't have a gun until they got that kill on the cat, so I don't know. A little bit of a misplay, I think. But either way, they do get the round, and they are still up, so go Berserk. Approaching their magical 9 number that they want to have on the split. And they look to be working A. They are doing a quick push here. There is one in the pit. The guy in the pit does go down, but Platty is there, gets a kill, and that's a 2-for-2 trade. So, I don't know if I'd be feeling confident about that to keep pushing A with just getting 2 people and losing 2 people. And looking at the X-ray, it's definitely the right choice because Wayman is there with an op, and he actually gets taken down. And he takes down MSQ. So that's going to make it even harder for BERZERK to win this round. And it looks like they already know, the CTs do, that they are rotating to B. And Wexkin is going to be in the window waiting for this. Actually gets into the site even smarter. He sees Meep Meep. Can't get that kill. But I commend him for staying on one target. I probably would have freaked out like a newbie. Anyways, the bomb is getting planted. Mufasa trying to get that quick scope. Does not get it. Meep Meep picks up that kill. And it's going to be a 2v1 situation. Bomb is finally going to go down. Extrata almost gets taken out. Meep Meep does get that nice kill right there. And that's 9-5 now. So the terrorists are on the split that they want to have. And TK out of nowhere.
I don't think he registered how little health his teammate had. He thought he was just giving him a little bit of a love tap, and his teammate flopped over dead. 9-5.
That was hilarious, like, because I was still on the perspective of the dead body, and then all of a sudden a T-body falls right next to it.
Auto snipe pick here doesn't do much damage. Mufasa absorbs just a little bit with 82 health. They had the idea right. They had a lot of money to burn, so they're using these auto snipers to give themselves a little bit of an advantage in this last round here. The CTs need to win this one to make this one the normal split, the 9-6 split. 8-7 would have been ideal, but wow, MSQ sprays through Platy, who had pushed through up until the double doors at long. He gets taken out of the round a little bit early, prematurely. Mufasa weak at mid. Counter-picking versus Extrata. Sees one at palm, lands a moving shot. How did he land a piercing headshot while his feet weren't set yet? That is ridiculous. That's also very lucky. Vitas waiting at Big Blue, waiting for MSQ to come out of the double doors. He knows somebody's across from him. It's 4 versus 4. The CTs need this. They want to clamp down on this. BERZERK needs to build up a lead here because they have struggled historically in the second half here. They need as many rounds as they can in the first. It is, of course, Dust 2. Trades all abound. It's 3-3 still with 1 wounded on each team. It's ridiculous how close this particular round is. Extrata and Meep Meep left. They both have scoped weapons. Facing off against Vitas, it's down to 2-2, 1 wounded on each team. How is this happening? Extrata sees one, jumps over to the top, has his op ready, scoped in, fighting for that easy kill. Wexican goes down. The last one, Mufasa, is coming through long, has an op, and will face 2. Extrata is his first in his sights. Scopes a little too high, and Extrata cleans up the round. 10-5, BERZERK puts up their lead. Clay, this is something that we said, it's pretty common. We see them pull ahead, then Vandal and the Decanters furiously storm back.
Yep, that's certainly what we saw on the last map, and BERZERK had a little trouble closing it out. I mean, I think Vandal and the Decanters had the clear control on the first map on Cash. But yeah, so interested to see how BERZERK is going to go about playing their CT side, and also interested to see how the Vandal and the Decanters are going to go about playing T side. I know BERZERK, I think they're more of the aggressive team, so I don't know if we're going to be suspicious from them, or if they're going to actually just play passively and try to, you know, just hold the sites as best as they can.
Well, considering that we know that the trend is Vandal pulling a huge number of rounds all in a row in the second half, you kind of, as BERZERK, have to psych yourself into thinking that this is we have to build up the 3 pistol round wins here, the pistol round and the double eco round wins, because Vandal's about to do something ridiculous in the second half, and it looks like a good start for BERZERK.
Yeah, nice holds right there, but look at this. 3 members of the terrorists are going to make it over. Dr. Stu gets the visual, and he knows, hey, guys, we just got juked, and they're going to get this bomb plant, which is not going to be good for the CTs, because that's going to give the terrorists extra money, and it's definitely going to put them on the chance to possibly buy early here. So, nice kill by Meep Meep. The retake is happening. Dr. Stu is on the ramp, has a chance to get Wexican, can't get it. Vitas grabs a kill for himself as well. So pretty good hold, but they do eventually fall, and the bomb is going to get defused.
It will be 11-5 in this one, and hopefully it will not be ecos for 2 consecutive rounds due to this bomb plant. You'll probably see a buy a round from now for the T's. Contextually, Go Berserk knows this. They have to play it safe for the next round, but perhaps we see them forced into upgrading to a higher tier of weapons after a simple one-round save. Or not. UMP for one, no guns for the rest of the CTs.
I think, if anything, they're going to have to consider upgrading next round, especially if they do win this round, and well, obviously if the terrorists get another bomb plant, because 2 bomb plants, you're definitely having enough money to buy what you need on the 3rd round. So, but I mean, the 1 bomb plant, that could definitely put them in a surprise buy situation.
MSQ getting peppered by shots through the double doors. One jumping up through. Dr. Stu tries to clean up 2, gets a double for himself. That's one way to start. Saber knows that somebody's behind him, and one has already crossed. That's not a bomb planter, by the way.
Another juke. Look at B.
Yep. It is the classic juke. It's the first strat that everyone ever thinks up. Guys, everyone go one way, I'm going to go the other way. And it actually worked. Extrata will clean this up. Wayman at the top of the platform is going to go down, and they're looking for the bomb. They're thinking, did he silent plant? Is this a rule violation? No, you just got absolutely worked. Platey is here, holding by himself, snickering to himself, thinking, I got you. I got you, noobs.
And now
he knows he's in trouble. Yeah. One shot in, dinks Dr. Stu, but cannot clean up. Dr. Stu will get that headshot. 2 bomb plants in a row will allow them to not only buy Clay next round, but they'll able to be. I think they're able to buy an op next round if they wanted.
They certainly can. Wayman has 5,700. He could get an op. So they can pretty much full buy, and I think the CTs need to take this into consideration and upgrade past their current tier. And we do see Wexican picking up an op for himself, and the buy is happening. Seeing Dr. Stu upgrading, but there's Meep. Come on, guys. You don't want to get out-tiered here and lose a round that you could have won.
This is definitely one of those game awareness things. They have 2 bomb plants, and you're still fielding a FAMAS and a P90. You've got to understand that that's not... They're not going to wait to buy. This is the round.
Absolutely, and they do. 4 men over at the B tunnels. We see Mufasa is still trying to get that pick over at the double doors. I don't know if they actually gave away the fact that they bought with the off shot. I didn't hear it as I was on one of the CT perspectives. But if anything, that just probably did it. So they should know that the terrorists have bought, and it looks like they are giving it the passive approach due to that now.
Yeah, they realized and they suddenly backed off, thinking, we've got to play this one a little smart, because I think their guns might be better than ours now.
Exactly. A FAMAS and a Pro 90 on Extrata. Extrata, he's been playing COD lately, so don't mind him. But, no, I don't know if that's true. Anyways, he's going to be holding actually close up in that B site. Not too terrible, but still I think I would have preferred him upgrading. Like we said, Mufasa. Dr. Stu got impatient and pushed through. He picked up the kill. And this one on Plat could go down. Fire going down. MSQ getting impatient, pushing as well. And it is certainly falling apart for Go Berserk right now. Meat goes down to Vetus. And they do have a Saber actually here on the retake. Could pick up. He does pick up 1. There's 1 more on the platform, buddy. And then he has a bomb. You got to get that. But he doesn't. Disc gets that kill and is going to get the bomb plant, and that's going to put Extrata in the clutch position. And I think he's just going to want to save it, but he disagrees.
It's weird how this trend really works, Clay. It's Go Berserk wins big in the first half, and then Vandal shows up big in the second half. And it's not side-specific, because this time they're T second half.
It's just little mistakes that are getting capitalized on. Like right there, Go Berserk got impatient and 2 people pushed when they didn't need to. And they got punished for it. And
Mufasa lands the mid pick. Extrata goes down. 1 down for the CTs on an eco. Oh my god! Goodness. Did he just land a through smoke mid pick?
The smoke developed as he crossed, so...
That is absurd. That is 2 down for the CTs thus far. Mufasa is an expert marksman with that op. I'd like to see him go against some of the other teams in this field to see exactly how he fares up against them, because honestly, his level of play with that op is approaching very, very high caliber, if not already ESEA main level. I'd like to see him how he fares against other talented operas here. So Dr. Stu and me being trying to retake together, or at least get an exit here. They've got 4 T's, trapped in the T bomb site, the T held bomb site B. They'll try to exit, of course, but they have all chosen to run out to mid, which spoils this exit retake, or this exit kill attempt Smart on their part. I spent that entire round talking about how masterful that opping was, but Clay, there was a hard B rush that we completely failed to point out.
Yeah, there was. Well, I mean, you said when you see the pick happens at mid, and then the second one follows, hard B rush isn't too difficult to call.
No, absolutely not. That's the right call.
Yeah. So look at this, Saber actually throwing the defensive smoke. They know they need to get that going down so they don't get picked mid again. They are still going to be on a save round here on the CT side, but they actually stack a B, and this could work out good for him. Wayman there gets the kill, and Platty finishing up another one, so that stack didn't happen the way they wanted to. Saber does go down as well. Bomb is in the site and is going to get planted any second, and Dr. Stu is going to be in a 1v1 battle with Mr. Mufasa. The pistols are going down. Who's going to get it? Mufasa at 1 health. He's trying to run for his life. He doesn't want to lose his op. And I would laugh if he jumped off that and died from fall damage, but it didn't. So 12-8, and we should be seeing a buy round from Go Berserk coming up here.
Go Berserk, who has been the recipient of a tear of rounds from Vandal and the Decanters, has to stop this bleeding a little bit early. They've been pushed to the rink a little bit too often here, and we've mentioned that ad nauseum to our audience here, but it has been true, and if you've been with us the entire time, it's been a recurring case for them. Sky Flash for Dr. Stu will do very minimal in terms of blinding anybody behind there. They've smoked off long, preventing anyone pushing through. They've got 3, the T's have 3 in B tunnels, 2 at long. It's a matter of poking, Clay. It's a matter of figuring out who's where can we eliminate one and rotate toward that side, or mind game somebody to think that we're rotating toward that side. MSQ will land the first one. That's VDIS. She's got a great shot. We've seen actually some very, very good play out of her. She's been oftentimes left the only one alive and has delivered multiple kills for her team. Very strong individual shooter here. It's a matter of how coordinated they are for a map like Dust 2 where everybody knows all the strats, everybody knows exactly how this works. You've just got to be on point.
Yeah, exactly. Her flick shots have been really strong with the op, and actually looking at this, it looks to be the play is going to be going towards long. Mufasa looking towards this car. Seems to know that Dr. Stu is there. He saw him, and I don't know if Dr. Stu saw him or if he was just waiting for that team flash, but Mufasa backs out.
Dr. Stu, I think, got team flash at the same time that the shot went off, and in-game, that flash would actually knock out your hearing. So I don't know if he knows that somebody took a shot at him with an op.
I see, but look at that. Wexkin knew he was there and just still got taken out by Dr. Stu. And Meep actually picked up a kill. No, Meep did pick up a kill, excuse me.
Wayman, the last one left with an op, will be our number 2 man, is at T-spawn. Sees one crossing through mid. That's Extrata who goes down. He's got a bomb to pick up, and he's got 15 seconds. So there's no way he's going to try to clutch this one, but he's going to position himself for an exit here. There is finally a response, a heartbeat from Go Berserk after not accepting their fate as to their trend. Clay, there's been a couple of plays here, and let's break it down and analyze a little bit. It's been the matter of a few pushes here or there, but for the most part, we've been seeing slow play with a heavy emphasis on opping in this, and that's typical for Dust 2.
Yeah, it definitely is, and I mean, other than that, they're just trying to. It seems that the terrorists are actually just moving around the map trying to get picks. You saw Mufasa. He initially goes for the mid pick. If he can't come up with something there, then he tries to go to long A and get the pick going there. So that seems to be what they're doing. They're working off of him for the most part, and other than that, I haven't really seen any too many organized strategies from the terrorists so far.
Fairly vanilla default type looks. One thing that is actually being a sort of a hitch for this terrorist offensive plan is that once they get trapped in a choke point, Dust 2 is very forgiving in terms of being able to reverse out and go to a different part of the map. They're not really taking advantage of that.
I would agree with that one. Looking at our number 2 man, Wayman up on the cat, trying to do some work. Actually takes a lot of fire. Try to pick up a kill over at B. And now, are they still sticking with this, or what are they doing? Okay, so they're grouped up in mid, 2 guys in the B tunnels, and I think they're trying to weigh out their options here as Wayman is super low on health, and they lost Platty quite early. Counter terrorists, they just need to keep being passive and hold these sites. I mean, you can't let it get to your head that you took one out and you exchanged some fire, so let's get aggressive. Just keep holding your spot and you should be fine. Vitas coming up. Nice shot right there. Can he finish it on the Saber as well? He does. So great entry there, and look at that. It's Mufasa waiting for the rotate. Oh man, that is textbook right there. Get the good entry and then get the rotator coming through mid. They just have to worry about the number 7 man, Dr. Stu, who's an A, and I don't think anyone knows he's over there, actually. They are all they're heavily on Decat. Wexkin is looking that way, but other than that, they are looking over towards mid and CT spawn MSQ. Seems to know, takes the shot and misses. Takes another one, missing again. Dr. Stu doing work. I'm going to go over to his perspective as he's in the action. Can't pick up another one. Vitas getting the kill even though he's flashed. His model had the hand up. MSQ trying to get one, does get it, but the bomb.
Oh my
That's
God!
2, but the bomb too far away. Time is out. That round's still going to go to the T's. Great job by MSQ right there, finishing off the 2 kills right there, though.
That was what possibly could have been an aim punch fail before a couple of days ago, but now she turns on him and gets an amazing kill. That's a very, very talented individual effort there. Unfortunate for her, she wasn't able to defuse. Still, 13 rounds is the number that they're hanging on to 9 rounds at the terrorist side. They're still looking strong, although it looks as if it will be a partial buy round for them. Nope, they're buying for each other. At least they'll have 4 weapons on the field with Extrata lingering, trying to pick up a teammate's weapon or getting an early kill to pick up a weapon with his 5-7. Early entrance into B already successful. Mufasa crosses the door with his P90, brings down Extrata, who only had a 5-7. He will try to hold onto that site, know that the bomb is not there yet. They entered the bomb site B so effectively that the CTs have rotated thinking that they should be planting the bomb, but there is no bomb there. They could have moved it all the way toward A with only 1 defending there. Dr. Stu will bring down Mufasa, Vitas, and Plady. You know, Clay, for the success that they got into B, I don't think they really were ready. The rest of the T side was ready to support them at B. They kind of crashed in the door and were left on their own to their own devices, and they kind of just got, you know, they kind of got picked apart because their team was cut in half.
Yeah, it certainly did look that way. Vitas doing lots of work over in their mid and actually makes it a 1v1 situation, so it's going to be Meep versus Platty. And
What's so interesting is this last one-on-one is completely in the dark. Neither player has any idea where the other one is, but of course Platy's now running, so Meep has the advantage here. He'll turn and tap Platy. 1 dink, 1 more shot, that will clean it up. 14 will give us the tie point, Clay.
Yep, textbook shot there by Meep, getting the sound cue from mid and just waiting for his head to peek up. And looking at the money, it's going to be a save round for the terrorists, so they should be able to put Go Berserk on the tie point and put him in line for the match point here. So they're looking good. Actually, we see a partial buy from the terrorists, and I'm seeing a shotgun on Wexican. So I'm wondering where he's going to be going with that. If he's just going to be going for the B rush with the sawed off. Looking at Platty and Wayman in front of him. They are going to be committing to this flash. Stops the rush, and now Saber's in position.
Oh my God!
1 dig.
Oh my God!
And now Wexican trying to get work done with this sawed off. Can't hit anything though. Extrata picks up 2 kills. Finally goes down to Platty, and it's a good old-fashioned 3v3 once again. Mufasa has the chance to get into the back of MSQ, but actually Platty got him from the site. And Vitas is in the site now, gonna get a plant. And it's 2v2 retake opportunity for the counter-terrorist. Dr. Stu looks like he's going to be coming from the window. And Meep on the door, but Meep gets taken out. He needs to be looking for that. Vitas gets a nice kill there. And this round, oh, what started off looking good for the counter-terrorist has quickly gone in favor of the terrorists. Flash goes down. Trying to retake. Gets 1. Turns. Oh, cannot finish it off. Platty finishes that and brings it to 14-10 in favor of Go Berserk.
Thinking that we should do 1 more giveaway before we go to our lunch break. Clay, what do you think?
Yeah, we'll do a giveaway after this.
Mousepad?
Mousepad.
All right, 14-10. We're still on the tie point. Go Berserk needs to win this one to send it to at least a tie. 2 more to win it. They desperately want to advance to a what the hell was that? 2-tap. MSQ goes down, who tried to jump across mid. He gets mid-picked by an AK. Mufasa has maybe hit 6 mid-picks this half, and one of them was with an AK just now. That was unbelievable. Dr. Stu pushing out, trying to recover a gun, has recovered Mufasa's weapon there. One CT left alive. This will be an 11th round for the T's here, and this one has been a real close one throughout its entire developing story. Dr. Stu, he has his gun, and he's gonna gunfight the guy. I admit, everyone knows where he is, but I think for the most part, his idea right now is to save.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they still have the advantage in terms of rounds, so if he just saves his gun, he should be looking good, because looking at their cash, it's not looking good. So you want to save this gun for next round and try to do work with it in a more advantageous position.
11 rounds for the T's. They're starting to build something here, and they're forcing the CTs, I think, to another save.
CTs, yep, they are going to be saving, yep. So Mufasa pulling some crazy stuff. I'm going to go to his perspective to see if he's going to do it again. Actually, it doesn't look like he has a gun here this time. Okay, they give him the op. Takes a shot, doesn't hit anything. 3 members made it over to B in the cover of smoke. And that's where they're going to be stacking with their pistols on the save. But Dr. Stu showing his face over at long, and Mufasa was able to connect a shot, it looked like, through the doors. Not killing him, but taking him down to about 34 health. And that's going to stop any type of push he was thinking about doing. Terrorists over at the B halls trying to do picks, but not coming up with anything. Looking around, Vitas moving. He sees on the cat, he sees the guy. Meep Meep goes down over on top of those little, I don't know what to call them, pots or something. Dr. Stu gets taken down. Yeah, there you go. And that's a good entry to A. All members of the terrorists just need to be there. Mufasa looking for the the rotate picks. Unable to hit the shots, though. As Saber's trying to land a headshot with his pistol, and the bomb still hasn't been planted. Taking their time here. Extrata gets taken down. And that leaves the 0 woman, MSQ, rotating through T-spawn. So, yeah, a little bit of a late rotate there by MSQ. I think it was pretty obvious that all the terrorists were making their way towards A, and yeah, but either way, I mean, you know, eco round didn't go so well for these guys, not forcing any rebuys, and this round is going to tighten it up. Mufasa, though, what the hell?
We need to spectate Mufasa. I think the audience agrees with us. He is the best player I have ever seen. Question mark?
Best player ever.
Best player
32
ever.
and 17. Alright, we'll go on Mufasa.
Take a look at our overhead right as this round breaks out. I'd like to see where the strat goes. We know Mufasa is going to be trying the mid-pick here. He puts a shot right over the door. I think he wings Extrata as he crosses. See again if he tries. He puts another shot through the smoke, of course. But that was a very, very good flick. He actually managed to damage Extrata before going forward with the rest of the round here. Sticking with his perspective, you will be finding one person at car. Flicks away from a flash that was coming through a smoke. That one gets me and hits Meep Meep as he comes out from the cross. Gets flashed there. Knows one's at the car. That's an obvious giveaway. That's a perfect giveaway to your position there. So his teammate Vitas will clean that one up. Extrata and MSQ, the last 2 alive, on the other side of the map. Looks like they're going to be saving Clay. I've stuck with his perspective this entire round. Have you?
Yes.
Remarkable, wouldn't you say?
Somewhat, yeah.
To use gentle words?
To use gentle words. Let's just see what happens here.
2 alive, they will save. Go Berserk, hanging on. And it feels like they're hanging on by a thread, though they lead by 2. Soon to lead by 1.
Counter-terrorists just saving their weapons here, which is smart. Mufasa's not going on the hunt. And finally backing away from the bomb. So pretty standard round for the most part. 14-13. Very close.
So our audience definitely did contribute one thing. I think I understood what they're talking about, and I heard it too. If you hear the bounce of the flash, you can flick away. So perhaps he is just that good, and he is the second coming. Name your favorite player, Clay. Name Guardian. There you go. Guardian
The second
NA.
coming to Guardian.
Yep. He is absolutely on fire, by the way. Sporting a 33 and 17. We'll go back to our regular trace of the auto director here. Here comes the cross. Mufasa misses the shot. Unfortunate for him. 3-2 split for the CTs, and they will move out to challenge long. MSQ and Meep Meep have regularly made it difficult to enter here. Entry into B, thus far, a fail. 1-1 trade, Extrata goes down. Dr. Stu also down. Meep Meep will trade if he can just finish here. 2-2 for both teams, leaving Mufasa, Plady, Wexican facing off against Saber, Meep Meep, and MSQ, and this match has come down to the wire. A nade for the stairs, sails past Meep Meep, doesn't do terrible amount of damage, and the T's still sort of spread out, still trying to determine what's going on. But because Mufasa's at long, you can tell that they're initially, though showing mid, destined to be heading up catwalk. So there's an entry there from from Plady onto Meep Meep, looking good. Now you've got a clutch. Now you're going to have a tie game here if you can't turn this one around. Saber and MSQ will likely attempt this one and try to stave off a tie game here. Bomb Plant will, however, be successful. One at cat, one at platform, one down at long. This is the trifecta hold. This is the one that's most difficult to dislodge if you're a CT, and I sincerely doubt now that they've got all three people still alive in the site that they will even try. So Saber and MSQ have the look of people who are thinking, to hell with this round, we're saving again.
They certainly are, and oh man, yeah, I mean, I guess I like it. I mean, they don't know what the healths are of the terrorists, so like you said, it's a hard retake when you got 3 terrorists on A, so I agree with the save, even though the rest of their team is most likely going to be saving next round. 14-14. Saber and MSQ going to be the only ones with guns, most likely. Let's take a look at the money after the round. So 3-7, 3-4, 3-5. And 5-2. Okay, so Extrata should be able to buy and join his friends, and Saber might be able to pick up an M4 for someone.
It's desperation time.
Yeah.
You got to keep buying.
Exactly. So he's got the FAMAS for his teammate, and Mufasa trying to get a pick in mid. Once again, the cross is good, though. 3 members do make it, and look at this. We've been seeing this quite a bit.
This is so smart. I'll tell you about it in a second, except it didn't work at all. God, I wanted to expound how cool that was, but unfortunately, it looks like this round is slipping away from Go Berserk right now as we speak.
Good entry in, and you can talk about that when you get a chance. Saber on the retake here, along with the rest of his team. Meep Meep. Gonna have MSQ trying to go through B tunnels, actually coming out towards mid. So all 3 counter terrorists gonna be coming from the same window, and that's not gonna be good. They're actually running back towards T spawn. I think they're gonna just try to go for exit kills here, it looks like.
I think you got to play for the tie now, knowing that there are 5 terrorists who have seized the bomb site. The one thing that I wanted to point out is that they threw a bounce smoke from CT spawn, which most teams will do traditionally to avoid getting picked at mid. Saber crossed in front of the smoke, showing just himself, and 2 more crossed behind the smoke, not showing the T's that they were there, making them think that only 1 crossed. They charged B, thinking that only 1 was heading to B, and they ran into a wall of CTs. Now, if they had just made their shots, that would have been a brilliant, brilliant call for Go Berserk's in-game leader. As it stood, that wasn't the case here. So we're on to the game point, and ultimately, the match point of this best of 3. This has come down to this final round for the terrorist side. Vandal and the Decanters now looking to clean this one up. Mufasa at mid delivers a kill onto Saber. Meep Meep and MSQ facing off against Wayman, Plady, and Wexican. They come through lower B tunnels to fight off Wexican, who's backed off and made some noise. It should be obvious where he is right now for the charging Meep Meep, but he has an op, so if he comes out walking, he's dead. No, he misses his shot. It's down to a 2-on-2. Plady in the site will be fighting off. Never mind, it's a 1-on-2. MSQ sitting at the door, who has been able to deliver kills at the end of rounds now, must deliver kills before the end of the round. She is charged with the clutch. 1 on her left, 1 definitely in the halls, 1 directly ahead of her on the platform. Ends the game. Vandal and the Decanters win the best of 3, advance to the next round in what has been probably our best match of this morning or the afternoon.
Yeah, 16-14. I think I did 16-13 for Go Berserk, so just a little bit of flip-flop there. But man, that was close throughout the whole series. Each map was really close, and I mean, Good games, honestly.
Absolutely great games. That was so much fun.